Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you've never been here before, my name is Toden, and if you have, thank you for coming back. Today I have a new video for you guys, and it is not a how-to, it is not a workout video, unfortunately. It is not a lessons that I've learned video. It's just a video that is just like talking about my whole experience with this whole COVID thing, because when I made my previous video, I was still working and now I'm not working anymore. So obviously it's a whole different ball game, and I'm gonna be talking about like the things that I've been doing and trying to stay sane in this whole situation. It's been a good thing and a bad thing, but I think for me it's been more of a good thing than a bad thing. I'm tired. Like, I'm literally tired. So yeah, so when I made that video, like I said, I was still working, and then all of a sudden I was feeling a little sick and I was off for 14 days, and I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna go back till this whole thing dissolves, because I don't want to bring something home to my dad. And so I've been staying at home, and you know what, it's actually been great. The tea is it's been good, you guys. Like, I have not had anyone stress me out. I haven't had anyone like bullying me for doing my job, literally, which is something that I feel like I go through all the time. I feel like people are always like coming from my experience at work and being like, I haven't seen you here before. Are you sure you're not just new? And I'm like, I am not new. I have been here for a minute now. I literally have been here for a minute. So yeah, I'm glad I don't always have to constantly defend myself at work. And I'm not talking about my coworkers. My coworkers are great, but I'm talking about the people who are like coming in. Lord, I was actually definitely getting depressed. Like, I was at a point where I was having anxiety going to work because I was really stressed out, because I didn't know what person was gonna come and like annoy me or make me feel on edge or make me feel some kind of way. And I literally had to go to my doctor. Like, I had to go see my doctor because I'm like, I am so stressed. Like, I feel like I'm dying. My doctor was like, you know what, it's not your job to make people happy, but it is your job to do your job. And I'm like, you know what, you're right. It's not my job to make people happy. It's not that I'm trying to make them happy necessarily, or it's not that I'm not trying to make them happy. Like, obviously I want them to leave the place and be like, wow, that was quality service. But at the same time, it's like, I'm not gonna break the law to make you happy. That's just how it is. Like, I'm literally not gonna go to jail because of you. So I felt like that was really hard for me. It wasn't that it was hard to enforce things, it was just the backlash that you get from enforcing things is so hard, especially if you like work in the kind of place that I work in. And I feel like sometimes because I'm younger, people always like don't want to listen to me, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Because I'm younger, you think I don't know what I'm talking about? And I would always have to call my supervisor and be like, help. Like, I literally had to go to my supervisor so many times and be like, please, I need you to help me out, and I need you to come like talk to this person for me. And thankfully, like, my supervisor would come out and talk to the people, but it's like she would literally say the same thing that I was saying, and they'd be like, okay. But sometimes they wouldn't say okay, they would still try to like fight with her. And it's like, we cannot do that service because we're legally not allowed to do that service. Like, so for me, it was really hard. And we tried, like, the thing is, like, people always go up on there and like write us bad reviews, and we're literally trying to produce the best service that we can without jeopardizing our jobs. It's been nice that I've been away from work, because I just feel like that stress has literally been taken off of me. I don't feel like I'm literally a ball of anxiety. Like, I had gone to the point where I was literally breaking down. Like, I was coming home and I would just be crying all the time. I would be having nightmares. Like, I've literally had conversations with my friends. I'm like, I'm literally having nightmares. Like, guys, I'm having nightmares to the point where it's like, once I'm sleeping and I start having nightmares, I know it's a nightmare because I can't solve the problem in my dream. Because I know if it's in real life, there's no problem that isn't solvable. So the fact that I cannot solve that problem, I'm like, oh, I'm dreaming again. So I had to wake up and like tell myself that I'm dreaming and then go back to bed. I'm like, bro, I'm literally getting traumatized. Like, I'm literally getting traumatized in this place. So it's been nice that I've been away from work. Obviously, you know, you're not making the same money, but sometimes you have to really think like, is this worth my peace? So even if it's just taking a little bit of time off of work and just being like, I need my peace and I'm just gonna enjoy my peace while I can, that's been great. The other thing that I've been doing is I've been napping a lot. Please, And I refuse to apologize or feel guilty for it, because you know what, I've always been a working girl. I've always either gone to school or worked, or gone to school and worked, and I'm like, you know what, it is time for a break. It is time for me to take a break. So it's been nice for me to take a break, like an actual solid break. I'm not working, I'm not going to school, so that's been great. I've been sleeping a lot. You know, it gets to a point where you can't sleep too much because you just can't. Once that happened, I started reading a lot. I haven't finished the book that I showed you that I was reading, but I finished a different book. This book I can't show you yet because I'm actually making a whole entire video on this book, but this is what the back looks like. I can't show you what the front looks like, but this is one of those books where it's like you read and then you can try to practicalize it and see if it works or not. So I'm gonna try to practicalize it, but yeah, that's gonna be like later on. I've been going on walks. I've been going on a ton. But yeah, I've been going on a ton of walks, and I realized like walking is actually not that bad. Like in the beginning of this whole thing, I'm like, I hate walking. And today I actually went on a walk before I filmed this video, because I didn't even think I was gonna film anymore today because the sun is going down and I couldn't find my lashes. It was like, I'm not filming. But I went on a walk today and it was really peaceful. And it was just really nice. It was chill. There were lots of people, but you know, everybody's still doing the whole social distancing thing, which is great. The first time I went for a walk though, I do have to say, it like literally triggered some kind of anxiety. Like I went on a walk and I was so freaking anxious. Like I was so anxious I thought I was gonna puke. So I'm like, why did I feel that way the first time? I'm not exactly sure. I've gone on probably like 3 or 4 walks after that, and it's been nice. It's been great. Also, I've been going on runs, but not like around the street, but just like up and down stairs. You guys, if you guys don't know, I do love, and I don't love it, but I do it because it hurts. Okay, psycho. It's like that hurts so good thing. When you're done, you feel like, ooh, that was so good. So I've been doing that. I do 10 of that. I usually do it twice a week, but sometimes I do it once a week depending on how I really feel. I've also low-key been binge watching shows, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's like, what else are you doing? They're telling us we're saving the world by staying at home. So I'm literally saving the world if you want to think about it that way. So I've been staying at home, watching some shows. And then, oh, also, I've also been playing games. So not like computer games, but it's like one of those games where, let me show it to you one second. So this is like a resistance band, right? A resistance band. So you can be like, turn it into a bracelet and be like, oh, this is a bracelet, and then you pass it on to someone, and then they'll turn it into like a catapult, and then they'll pass it on to you, and then you turn it into a necklace. Like, just go back and forth, back and forth. I've been doing that, and that's been really nice because I'm like, I need something to make my brain think. I couldn't find puzzles anywhere. Like, there's literally nowhere that sells puzzles that's open, so it's been hard to do those kind of games. I was gonna start painting, but at the same time, I have this thing where it's like, if I'm not going to use something more than once, I don't want to buy it, because then I just don't want to hoard it. And then when I have to move, it's like I have to spend time tossing those things out. So I'm like, maybe I should not just like get over eager and over excited and get acrylic paint and only paint once. You know what I mean? I haven't committed to that yet, but who knows? Maybe in the next couple of days things would change. I'm not exactly sure. Other thing I've been doing is, home workouts. So I've been doing some home workouts, and I'm actually starting to get used to them and really enjoy them. You know, for me, everything is a routine. Like, I really do thrive having a routine that I really like and I'm really proud of. Like, that is something that I definitely pride myself on. So not having like a steady routine for the past 2 weeks has kind of been a little weird. I'm not beating myself up for it because it's out of my control. There's literally nothing I can do about it. So I've been trying to like do more workouts at home and trying to like really do workouts that I personally would enjoy. Yesterday I put a bunch of like stuff in my actual gym bag to make it heavy, and I started doing some workouts. I actually even posted it on Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, my Instagram, I'll put it here somewhere if I feel like it. Just kidding. But yeah, so I've been doing those. Yesterday I did it and I actually didn't even think I was gonna be sweating. But then by the end of the workout, I was dripping. So I'm like, okay, little something, it's working. I think it's working. So that was great. I feel like the only thing I'm kind of worried about is like losing muscle. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm worried about it, but it's something that I'm like, oh, I don't want this to happen. I don't want it to happen. But that is life. Like life is not always like this. It's not always the way you want it to be. It has some dips, it'll have some highs, some lows, and it's all about like learning to ride the wave. So I'm really trying my best not to put a lot of pressure on myself when it comes to not having weights or not being able to physically go to a gym, which has been definitely difficult. Like I can't come here and say like, oh, it's been so nice. I'm like, by the time I go back to the gym, I won't know the difference between a barbell and a dumbbell. Like it's getting that bad. So that's been a little bit difficult, but it's something that I'm definitely working through. I'm trying to enjoy other things and be more creative about workouts and stuff like that. So that's been good. I've been cooking a lot. I've been cooking a bunch of stuff. Nigerian food, Caucasian food, a little bit this, that, all the stuff. It's like there's nothing to do. There's literally nothing to do. Everywhere is closed. I don't really like skip the dishes. Like it's not that I have anything personally against the company. I don't, but I just don't like the idea of constantly just eating out constantly and having them bring it to you. I feel like it's just gonna cause me laziness. Like I don't even know how the app works. Like this is how bad I don't have the app on my phone, because I feel like the moment I have the app, it's gonna be a rabbit hole. Like I would literally just do it all the time. So I'm really trying to not do that and like cook more at home. Obviously we've done takeouts here and there, but we're only doing takeout because we want to, not because it's like, oh, we're so lazy we can't cook. Like it's honestly because I was craving pasta. I've honestly been cooking at home and it's been great. And yeah, that's actually been nice because I got to like do some Nigerian food the other day and I'm like, hey, I haven't done this in a long time. And I realized that maybe I actually don't hate cooking. Maybe I just don't like the times that I cook, because I'm like, wait, I'm cooking right now and I don't hate it. Maybe it's because I cook when I'm tired. Maybe it's because I try to meal prep 3 days at once on my day off, and that's my only day off, and I'm trying to like cram all these things into one. And I'm like, maybe if I just didn't have all those responsibilities, maybe I don't hate cooking. Realizing things. This is gonna be the year of realizing things. I know Kylie said it was 2019, but I actually think it's 2020. So that's been good. Lastly, guys, I've been drinking so much wine. I literally just finished my last batch of wine, but I've been drinking a lot more wine than I normally do. But I've also been trying to like cover it up by like having apple cider vinegar a lot more often than I normally would. So I usually just drink apple cider vinegar in the night and then that's it. But I've been drinking it in the night before I go to bed, and then first thing in the morning, and then last thing at night. So I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm like, maybe if I just have a little apple cider vinegar, then all the alcohol, the whole bottle that I had yesterday night would not matter, you know. I don't think that's how it works, but I've been trying to like balance it out a little bit. Yeah, that is pretty much it for this video. What have you guys been up to? Have you been reading? Have you been eating more? Have you been going out for walks? Have you been just napping? Are you making some silence moves, moving in silence? I can never say that word properly because it's not that I don't believe in it. I definitely believe in it, but I just can't take it seriously because it's such an overused word. So it's like, are you guys moving in silence? Ah, but it's so loud. I'm kidding. I'm literally joking. Yeah, tell me, what have you guys been up to? I want to know. I'm curious because it's been boring in this end. What are some other fun things that you guys think I can do in the meantime? I am definitely trying to do more things. And yeah, that is pretty much it. I hope you guys are doing well. Stay home, stay in, stay safe. If you guys like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll definitely see you in my next video. Bye.